welcome to a new reading vlog. It is already the 13th of May. It is already Thursday, I'm pretty sure, yeah. So starting this reading vlog a little bit late, but I do have a reading update. I started and finished The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren, and I really enjoyed it. This was such a fun book to read with some really great characters and like great character development throughout the whole thing. I will say her twin, Ami, so it's about Olive and Ami, they're twins. I don't know if it's Amy or Ami, not important. She has her wedding in the beginning and everyone ends up getting food poisoning from the seafood buffet except for Olive and Ethan. And Ethan is the brother of the groom, and so they get Olive and Ethan to take their honeymoon because it was free, all paid for. She had won it in a contest and they couldn't take it because they were going to be sick for weeks. So they got them to take the honeymoon for them, and over the course of that trip in Hawaii, they start to fall for each other and realize that they don't actually hate each other like they thought they did, and it was just so sweet. But I think what really made this book was the really, like, I don't even know what to call it, but it was a really great like emotional depth with the plot line of Olive and Ethan sort of not getting along over the fact that they disagree about what to do about Amy and Dane, who is the groom. They have differing opinions of him. I mean, obviously that's Ethan's brother, and some things come to light and Amy and Olive have to like fight about it, and Ethan is like, oh, but that's not really the case, and it was all just a lot of mess. But the emotional like component that came with that was so well written, and there were times when I wanted to like punch Amy in the face or Ami, and same with Ethan. I was like, how could you guys not just listen to Olive? Like, she's telling the truth, and there was a lot of character development the other characters had to go through to come to the realization that she was telling the truth and accept her for who she was and not just assume she was being pessimistic, which I felt that a lot. I have gotten comments like that for myself because I'm not always the most optimistic person, and people are like, well, are you just being pessimistic or is it really like that? I'm like, I wouldn't make this up. So I really loved the writing. I loved the characters, and I am glad that it's another Christina Lauren book off my TBR. They have so many books that I didn't even realize, like there's so many more I need to read. I want to read the whole what is it, the Beautiful Bastard series. I thought there was a page in the front, but and just there's so many more I want to read. Thank you again to Sydney from Sydney Books on Bookstagram for sending this to me for my birthday. I can't believe I got a book and right away actually read it. It didn't sit on my shelf for 6 months first. It's a miracle. So I'm so glad I picked this up. I needed a book to read in the pool, so I started that, and I just literally could not put it down the last couple days. So the rest of my reading plans are I need to finish Queen of Shadows. It's getting ridiculous at this point. I think I started it towards the end of April, so I guess I've only been reading it for like 3 weeks, but it feels so long and I've made hardly any progress. But in the audiobook, I have about 7.5 hours left, with that being double time, so really there's 14 hours left, but I'm hoping to listen to like 3 hours today at least, and then listen to the other 4 tomorrow or whatever it may be. But like, I'm finishing this book. I'm finishing it. And then I also have a comic book that I need to finish. My next audiobooks are all for a themed reading vlog, so I won't have any updates for those, but I do have another audiobook. I have so many things on my Libby right now and not a lot of time to read them, but I do have one that I might start. I don't know if I want to read all the books at the same time or if I want to do one at a time, but yeah, I have, oh, that's not bad. I have 3 books. I finished one, so it's not too bad. But I have The X Talk by Rachel Lynn Solomon, which I might start because it's due in 15 days, and there's just a long waiting list for that one, so I don't want to like hog it this whole time. So I might start that after I finish Queen of Shadows, though. That is the priority. I'm finishing that today and tomorrow, if it kills me. So that is my reading update. I'm gonna go do a little studying for a little bit, and I will update you later. Update from the same spot, but days later. So I did finish Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. Finally. I think it took me like at least 3 weeks. I don't know what to say about it. I didn't hate it. That's not the point. I just didn't understand it. Like, I was confused for so much of that book, and I don't know if that's on me or if that's on the book, or a little bit of both. I just was so confused for so much of it, and it made it hard to enjoy. I didn't understand a lot of the end. I still don't understand what the point of Man in Blackbeak is. Like, it's not that I don't like her, but I mean, her parts are kind of boring, and like, why is she here? Why is her part included in this story? It feels like it has nothing to do with Selena and everyone else, so I just feel like we didn't need to see her backstory, because I realize she will become more involved in the central plot line. I know that, and we got a little bit of a glimpse into it in this one, but like, it wasn't necessary for all this extra backstory. I feel like if Sarah J. Maas had wanted to give her a backstory, she could have went and like wrote a little bonus novella or something and just put all those chapters in there, because like, it doesn't feel right in Heir of Fire and in Queen of Shadows. It just doesn't belong in there, it feels like. But that aside, loving Lysandra. She's probably my new favorite character. Selena, Aelin, I don't know what to call her. I guess she's Aelin now, but I like the name Selena better. And Rowan are pretty cute. I feel like I feel so disconnected from the characters where they are now because I stopped and read Assassin's Blade. Seriously, if you have not read this series, just read Assassin's Blade first. I don't know why she released it in that order. Or at least read it before Heir of Fire, because reading it in between Heir of Fire and Queen of Shadows I don't think was the right move. It just feels weird, but also I had to read it to get that information, and I think all of that backstory of Sam and more backstory of Arobin was super important, so it's weird. But yeah, the whole ending really confused me. I didn't understand the towers, and then I wasn't understanding the word keys, and I didn't really understand what was going on with the king. I put some Instagram stories up, and I think people have helped me answer the questions I had. I still am a little fuzzy on the details, but I don't know. Maybe I'll go watch some like reviews of these books, and I'll start to understand all the details a little better, but I gave it 3 stars. I was just mostly confused the whole time, but I did enjoy it. I will say, and this isn't the first time Sarah J. Maas has had this problem, she probably could have cut 2, maybe even 300 pages out of this book and told the same bloody story. Like, it was so unnecessarily long. And like in A Court of Silver Flames, I was like, yes, give me all the pointless fluff, because those are characters I really, really love. But then like, this one, I like everyone, and I love a couple characters, but there was, like I said, Manon, so many chapters, and for what? What did I learn from her? Nothing. So, and maybe that'll come back and haunt me. Maybe Manon will end up to be my favorite character by the end, but for now, she just confuses me. So that's my update. But I'm going to start Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller today. Maybe. I'm really tired. I had to get up at 5 a.m. So I'm going to be starting this one very soon. I'm doing it as a buddy read. I have actually read this before, but I listened to it on audiobook
years ago now, and I don't remember anything. I could not tell you what this book is even about. So I'm very excited. Riley from Riley Reads gifted this to me for my birthday, so her and I are doing a buddy read, and I am very excited. I haven't done a buddy read in a little while, so I think it's going to be fun, and I just think this is going to be a fun book to read, and I believe it's a duology, so I have a second book to go buy at some point. I also started, I have too many books. I don't think I even have this on my Goodreads. I need to add it. I started Wild Child by Eloisa James because my sister bought me a copy. This is her newest one. I don't know if it's the first in the series or whatever, but I like the Eloisa James I read last month, so I'm excited to keep reading that. I'll be honest, I don't know how much reading I'm gonna get done today because I am so exhausted, and because I have no self-control, I also started The X Talk by Rachel Lynn Solomon, is that her name? On audio because I put a hold on it at the library a while ago and it came in, and I don't want to wait and read it and have to renew it because there's a long line of people waiting for this and I don't want to hog it. So I'm gonna listen to that. I just started that today. I'm like an hour in, realizing I know absolutely nothing about the industry of radio. Like, do people listen to the radio still? Like, what's on there? Like, what? It's surprising to me that it even still exists. I get, like, I've listened to a couple podcasts, but I've never ever listened to a radio show that didn't just play music, and even that I don't have a lot of patience for. So when like the people are talking, so it'll be really interesting to learn about this industry because I know absolutely nothing. So that is all of my reading updates. This was a really long update, so I'm gonna head out. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna go watch some TV right now because I'm very tired, and I will update you later. One more update because it's Sunday afternoon and I desperately need to edit this vlog, but I am 150 pages into Daughter of the Pirate King and I am really enjoying it. Definitely this is like reading it for the first time. I don't remember a single thing that happens in this book. Like literally nothing. So it's like reading it for the first time and I'm really enjoying it. I might do a little bit more reading today. I'm buddy reading this and we're discussing up to chapter 11 tomorrow, but I am really enjoying it, so I might keep reading today. We'll see how long editing this video takes. And then I'm also almost halfway in The X Talk, and I'm quite enjoying that too. I am still in the early stages of it, but I am enjoying learning these characters and them getting to know each other, so it is quite the fun audiobook. It is due in 2 days, so I have to finish it ASAP. So that is my little reading update. I'm just gonna go ahead and close out the video here, and I will see you guys next time. I upload every Sunday. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.